So, Valve's Deadlock, unexpectedly coming off of in the embargo. Suddenly we can talk about it, so we're going to talk about it. This is Valve's Deadlock, brand new 6 versus 6 online shooter. Play it right now. Just a few heroes selected right now will control our fate. I've been playing Abrams here. We have almost 20 or so heroes available. Shiv just released this week, and we're expecting more as the game development continues. All of this is early development, so any of this could change. But what I wanted to do is give an introductory game, especially to anybody watching this channel. You're going to be familiar with the hero shooter aspect of it. So we'll focus on the MOBA side of it. Anybody not familiar with the MOBA is going to have a little bit more of a learning curve here. As I mentioned, we're playing 6 on 6. We're playing hero shooters. I've got abilities here assigned to 1, 2, and 3. We've got an extensive shop here available, and there's different builds available in the community builds browser here, and that also includes a recommended ability sequence to upgrade your abilities. These cost 1 ability points, 2, and 5 to upgrade these further after they're unlocked. So we're playing in a lane here. I'm playing in the purple lane. You'll notice on the map on the bottom right here, we have 4 lanes going on: yellow, orange, blue, and purple. I'm alone here in the purple lane, and then we have 2 in the orange and blue lanes, and then there's 1 guy solo on the right lane. That might be what the meta establishes to be. I'm not really sure. Right now in the queues, it does the lane assignments automatically, and it's also based on ELO and whether or not you're partied with anybody. So I'm solo right now, so I'm more likely to be in the solo lane here. And I'm against another hero over there. She throws cards and stuff like that. And we play one-on-one in the lane here for about 10, 12 minutes here as this game opens up. I have this tower here that I'm trying to defend, and she's got a tower over there that we're going to try and take down.
My abilities.
You'll notice when I hit the last hit on one of these creeps here, it'll release an orb into the air. And that orb is how I get my money. It's spirit points. So I want to get as many of those last hits as I can. Getting a little close there. And really just stay in lane here as much as I can. If she makes me go back to heal or something like that, that's money that I'm missing out on. And I can steal her orbs like that. That's almost twice as good in a way, because it's depriving her of her money and collecting more from me here. So a lot of the gameplay here in the early part of the game is just controlling the lane here, not letting them push up too much on my tower, and trying to get these last hits. And there's going to be quite an evolved art form. There's a lot of gameplay taken from League of Legends and Dota. So you kind of force your opponent to make choices between whether they want to get last hits in, whether they want to take damage. Oh, denied to a mine there. You can also melee hit your creeps there, and that doesn't release the spirit orb. It just automatically collects there.
What I can get at the shop.
So I can go to the shop here, and I've got my recipe already ready to go there. You see why that's important to already have your build ready. You only have a second to shop here in lane like that. So she's more of a long range character. I'm better at the close range, and I play it pretty melee actually in a later game.
Orange Guardian has been defeated. I didn't
Level up my
survive
abilities
this long,
here.
just to die here.
My opponent's probably shopping. That's why I like to play a little back, closer to my own tower and shop there. See how far she had to run to just shop, even in lane like that. There's some stuff around the map like this. Cooldown reduction you can pick up just by having lane control. see there's some abstract concepts I'm already discussing here, like lane control. And that has to do with how your waves of creeps are pushing. You push a wave, the waves are symmetrical. You see them coming up the mini-map right now, coming up the lanes. Back here.
Welcome to New York. That's gonna help keep your blood on the inside.
And when the waves meet in the middle here, middle of the map here, they would just bounce off of each other, so to speak. They're kind of even out here. But our influence on them, or lack thereof, will cause them to push up, or we push back to our own towers here. Just really pushing in here. Watch my health here. I'll try and buy again. I don't want to wait a second here. Get a better item. Just added these jump pads into the map a couple days ago. A lot of development going on in this game right now, so it'll probably change a lot, but this will give you a good idea of what this game is like. You see, like I said, it's a lot of familiar shooter mechanics, especially as you get going on these team fights. It's a lot like a hero shooter. But this central gameplay here, this laning phase, and the overall game is straight out of MOBAs. And to give you the idea of how this game will develop over the next half hour or so here. We'll push up these lanes or defend our lanes as they get pushed, eventually into the opposing base there, take down the final towers at the base there and the final boss there, and that's how you win or lose the game. So the entire game is just one large game like that, playing out over 4 different lanes over the course of about 30 or 40 minutes here. And so your laning phase becomes really important. If you become behind in levels early, you tend to stay behind, and somebody ahead tends to snowball ahead. I'm gonna buy here before my tower goes down, because this shop will close once my tower goes down. It's one of the things that really led to the toxic nature of MOBAs. You get a teammate that makes some mistakes early, you can make the whole game difficult and spiral out of control, and it can be really frustrating. It's not round based or anything like that where you can recover and kind of come back. There's a lot of recovery mechanics in the game, of course. It's not meant to spiral out of control immediately, but it's very different than a round based game or anything like that, or even a points based game where you're trying to score on the other team. It's just one base that we're trying to destroy here. But to get there, there's a lot of these towers and other things in the way. Some other stuff on the map here. In a few minutes, there'll be a mid-boss that appears in the middle of the map that we can fight over, but right now in the meta, there's kind of really just waiting until you have most map control and then take the mid-boss. And that gives you a respawn, which is pretty powerful to close out the game. There'll also be an urn that appears here later on. It's kind of a minor objective. Getting denied here. And you can run the urn back and forth across the map, you'll see, as the game progresses here. It's kind of a minor objective. So there's a lot going on in the map. In addition to these neutral creeps that are here in lane here. You want to maximize those, but I haven't made my way to those any yet. Just been focusing on staying in lane here. Back up a bit here.
This should keep him.
Looks like they want to fight in the middle here. She wants to fight here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Alright, let me see if I can heal up. Get back over there. Got a zipline boost you can use like every 5 minutes or something like that, but it comes in pretty handy here. Speed up the lanes here. get into this fight up here. Oh, I got stuck. Chase down. I can get this chase. I'm pretty slow right now. Back over to lane. I think cleaned it up. So now we've won our first team fight. That's a really important fight to win. Now we've got some partial control of this map here. Try and maybe pick up this person purple as well. But you see, should get them out of the lanes here. How quickly the game can change.
Excellent.
And you see how that's quite different than, you know, a smaller round-based game or anything like that. You're playing for momentum of the whole game here.
There's that robot.
We're gonna go back to blue and fight there. As the game progresses here, more and more it'll turn into team fights.
As alive.
Four of them right there. Like I was saying, team fights and sticking together becomes increasingly important as the game progresses here. And it moves from playing in your own lane to, as a team, kind of balancing all the threats that are coming at you across the different lanes, as well as your secondary objectives. Let's see.
Who's ready for a 2 a.m. Metro
We're still
ride?
team fighting on blue here, so we'll get back up there, join this fight here.
Our blue
I'm gonna lose this fight.
I'll give my life for the cause, but first I'll take yours.
Alright, rough beats there. I didn't finish anybody. Just trying to dive in on some people, but looks like our team's cleaning up a little bit, so we're gonna lose this fight overall, I think.
The urn has been dropped.
Hold this lane here for a second.
Let's go.
Get over here and try and defend this.
Who among them can stop?
Pretty even game right now. We're just kind of playing for lane control, map control. You try to push up these lanes, get control of the map, have more options.
The urn. I'm not afraid of the mob. I'll run them down.
I can reload now off of an item whenever I punch somebody with a heavy punch like that. I can reload.
Show no
Alright,
mercy.
team lost that fight over there. We're gonna have to back up here in a second. We're still fighting over there. See if I can push this a bit more.
Kill the swamp golem.
Stuck out here though. There we go. Somebody. Stuck around there too long. I wasn't paying enough attention to the mini-map there. They left the other side and came over there. Beat me up there. But that at least cleared up the lane. Continue buying some items here. All this subject to change, of course, but they have a nice system right now with our weapon, vitality, and spirit items, and then these flex slots unlock here as we complete some of our objectives, like destroying their walkers and base guardians. Now they're onto our base guardians here. It's a terrible thing. I don't even know if I hit her once. The other team's kind of pulling away from us here. Yeah, 16 to 33 on the kills. It's not a good sign. 4 of us dead right now. But one of our guys is out under their base, so that is a good sign. Let's see if we can defend here and let that continue to happen back there. Running that deep. That's good.
Protect me at all costs.
Nice. Clean up there. See if I can clean up on here.
Drop it in.
There we go.
You thought you were gonna keep me down.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Headed this way.
Someone help me! Good God.
See what this book can do.
Got parried there at the end. So they can block the melees with the parry like that, which is a pretty elegant system. I'm building this guy here towards mostly melee damage, which can be pretty devastating, but of course it can be easily countered by those parries.
Assembled.
Teammate here is trying to get away.
Opening black hole!
We can get up there and save him. We're coming up the blue line.
If they don't get out of the way, that's on them.
Yeah, we don't want to fight them. So back up here. Sounds like they're doing the middle boss.
We need another warden down. We need flex splats.
The rejuvenator is descending.
Fuck me.
They have the rejuvenator. Get it in.
Alright, so now we're gonna turn a little up here a little bit, get defensive, hold our base.
Keep your wits about you. Warden's here.
Yeah,
Enemies
got 3 coming in
have
on
breached
blue there.
our stronghold.
Might have to ult here real soon. Good, they go.
It's you.
The Amber Hand will stand triumph.
That finishes. I was in there alone at the end there. Wasn't a good fight at all. I have to hold back of it. My team is in their base, so that's kind of a good sign. Kind of a base race going on right now, but unfortunately, we don't have anybody alive in our base, and they have more people in our base.
Enemies have breached.
You gotta hit the shrine first, the other shrine.
Patron is exposed.
Shopping here. See if we can't hold our base here. Base race going on. missed that one. Oh, just a couple punches there. How do you miss that many people? Big base race going on. Good ult there. Looks like we lost though. Really coming down to it. Usually actually games are not that close. Eventually you kind of build up a lead and close it out like an anaconda, but sometimes it comes with that base race. So I guess that's actually makes for an interesting game here to showcase, even though we lost here. So that's Deadlock. I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I've been playing a lot. I think it's really the future of gaming, or at least like the highest evolution of it. Truly, it's the complicated, intricate game that comes from the MOBAs. This multiple lanes, multiple things going on, and coordination that comes with that over the course of a, in this case, 19-minute game. At the same time, the complicated mechanics, movement, and aim, and a lot of things like that that come with the shooters and the hero shooter genre that Valve has been most known for. So I'm really excited to see how they finish this off, polish it off, and then what they do on release. You know, I'm kind of expecting a free-to-play game and cosmetics and such for sale, but they've also kind of gone beyond that already with Counter-Strike skins, kind of working in a different way than we've typically seen. So there's a lot of potential here for Valve to do some interesting new things in gaming beyond evolving these genres the way that they have. So embargo's off, we can post. There'll probably be a lot of content coming out this weekend. Post below if you got any questions. As far as getting into the beta, it's still in closed beta, but you can invite people off of your friends list. So if you got anybody on your friends list in the beta, then you can just ask them to invite you, and they can. So see you all in game soon. If you like this, we'll put some more Deadlock content, hopefully. I think it's going to be a game to play for a little while here. So see you in game. Thanks again.